Hey, what's up, you guys? You can't see me, but you will be seeing me shortly. So we've made it to the education portion of our circuit workouts for our clutter-free workouts. For those of you that don't know, there's lots and lots of free learning available to you online where you can get certificates. You can actually get 4-year degrees that are honored by Google and by Apple. I discussed some of these with you guys previously, but I'll go ahead and readdress those today. Um, Google Google Digital Garage is really great. Lots of great free classes there. Again, certificates. And Google is hiring. So if you ever apply for a job there, if you have those certificates, sometimes it's a good thing, you know. Also, Coursera, lots of courses that are free. There are some that are paid courses, but those do have opportunities for you to apply for scholarships to get tuitions and tuition free on those. And I've actually obtained some of those. And also, a lot of companies that you work at, even on low end customer service jobs, they do provide free Coursera at times as part of the benefits. So it's pretty awesome. Typically, some of them start right off when you get in, but typically it's 30 to 90 days, and then you're able to, participate in that program. And speaking of benefits and things like that, there's lots of perks depending on the job that you work at. A lot of times you don't know about it because they kind of breeze right past it. But definitely further education, especially free online education, is something that's really awesome to look into. In addition to that, I mentioned Coursera. That's one of my favorites. I've been using that for quite a while. Lots of certificates again that I recognize and usable on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, where a lot of people do their job hunting and job networking. You have Udemy, CloudSpace, Careers, Snap, lots of great courses. So if you find that sometimes when you're applying for jobs and there's special skills that are needed. Perhaps you didn't attend those classes in university, but you may have a certificate that's available to show that that was an interest and that was something that you did pursue and complete. But anyways, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start I think I have about 30 minutes left, which is usual for my online class that I'm going to take. I'm working towards a CompTIA plus degree or certificate through the Coursera program. I mistakenly thought I had completed three, but I only completed two. But it may be because I think I have to reapply for the scholarship in order to get them all accredited as for the degree portion of it. But if you guys want to, please take a look into it. If you're definitely a lifelong learner like myself, I love to learn. I'm very inquisitive. Definitely something to look into. My classes mostly that I take on there are either technology related, interpersonal related, or legal. Those are my favorites. Right now, technology is the main focus for me, and then the secondary being the interpersonal because I think that's so important. And then lastly, the legal because it's fun to know, especially being someone that went through a legal situation. Good to know. And a lot of these things, I have to be honest with you, are common sense, but to say that you've been accredited with it is, you know, nice for capitalism. But anyhow, without further ado, please get started. The Art of Get Incorporated, you guys see the QR codes at the beginning and the ending of my presentations. That's basically it's a nonprofit that I created and organized based on some of the things that I've been through that I know would be helpful to me. And I would like to have others along on the journey, people that have been muted by situations and systems, and learning to overcome that, and perhaps developing a community of people that work together to provide resources for each other, whether it be mental, spiritual, social, all of those. We want to help each other out and grow and develop and provide a voice for ourselves and each other, and perhaps bring understanding to other people so that people can kind of rewire their brain on as to what things really are. If you do want to support, you can basically scan the QR code to go to theartofgoodincorporated.com, or you can simply type that into your web browser. Also, you'll see various QR codes or different presentations that I have. This one is kind of static and clutter free for the most part because this is a clutter free workout because clutter is what impedes us a lot in our life. Are those things that are a liability in our lives, things that are not assets, things that clutter our head, our hearts, our homes, and our hips, and we're trying to be lean, mean, fully functional, operating, go get them, killer. So, and I think that we got buffered. And there's the fly buzzing around here. It's getting to me. And it always happens right at the right time. But anyhow, so I got buffered right when I said killer machines. So I don't know if they're gonna edit that into some weird ass thing. But basically, it's getting rid of all the clutter in our life so we can be a better asset to ourselves, our community, and the world in general. We're good spirited people and the world needs love. We got it. We need to somehow house it in a way that we can put it out there because the world does need love. And I think a lot of us that have been through those things have a lot of love to give. But yeah, so if you do decide to try any of those online courses, please let me know. I'd like to see if you found any that you liked. Which online educational source did you like the best, or were you able to use? Yeah, please share. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started, and then we'll come back at the end to revisit everything and see how we did. All right, you guys. So we did a pretty good job. We went ahead and re-entered the course that I was in. It appears financial aid may still be existent, and we're gonna follow through and keep going through and participate and have a good time. If you have any questions about, if you've gone to Coursera and you saw any classes that you liked, if you have any questions about the financial aid, let me know. We're gonna move on to the next segment in our circuit training. It's not showing on the screen, but it's going to be shortly, which is the networking and social skills. So definitely we're going to work on that. Um, and I'll talk about my plans for that in the next segment. See you in the next segment. Never give up on your education. Lots of free learning available with certificates that are honored and approved um, by lots of major companies. I mentioned Google, which I think is in the top three companies. I also mentioned, well, Google accepts it and Apple does, and Apple is number one and Google is number two, I think, and Microsoft is among the top three too. So there you have it. But I'll see you guys shortly. We're gonna work on networking and social skills.